Students will explore the Umayyad dynasty by answering factual questions using text evidence. This involves understanding key historical elements and integrating them into a draft of historical fiction. Activity pages 21.1 and 21.2 guide this process, while pages 21.3 and 21.4 provide tips and structure for crafting a compelling narrative. In this session, we delve into writing historical fiction. Begin by reviewing vocabulary from empires in the Middle Ages and engage in small group reading. Use activity pages 21.1 and 21.2 to answer questions. Individually, plan your story using the Story Elements poster and activity pages 20.3 and 20.4. Discuss writing tips before drafting your story. In historical fiction writing, students utilize graphic organizers to structure their narratives. Key vocabulary includes discontented, meaning unhappy, and martyrdom, referring to suffering for a cause. Understanding terms like triumphant and unity enriches storytelling. Visual cue cards aid in grasping these concepts, enhancing the depth and authenticity of historical narratives. The Islamic Civil War arose over leadership disputes post-Uthman, with Ali advocating for Muhammad's family and Muawiyah opposing. Students should locate Chapter 13 in their reader, focusing on the Umayyad dynasty. Begin with the vocabulary word discontented, found on page 145, and explore its definition and usage. The Umayyad dynasty's rule post-Civil War shaped Islamic history significantly. Key vocabulary includes discontented, massacre, and martyrdom, reflecting the era's challenges. The Umayyads' architectural masterpieces and modifications left a distinctive mark. Understanding these terms helps grasp the historical context and the reasons behind the Shiite and Sunni division. The Umayyad dynasty, led by Muawiyah, emerged as rulers after the Civil War, supported by the Sunnis. A dynasty, from the Greek dyna, meaning power, signifies a line of rulers from the same family. This period marked the rise of the Umayyads, establishing a powerful lineage in Islamic history. Muawiyah's decision to pass the caliphate to his son, Yazid, was atypical in early Islamic history. In contrast, medieval Europe commonly saw a leadership transition from parent to child. Notably, Ali's son, Hassan, succeeded him, and Aisha, Muhammad's widow, led opposition against Ali. The Umayyad dynasty exemplifies ruler-relative dynamics, with Muawiyah, Uthman, and beliefs about Muhammad's relatives. The issue of inherited authority in early Islamic history was complex. While some Muslims supported leadership by relatives, like Muhammad's family, others opposed it, as seen with Muawiyah's succession plan. This tension highlights the nuanced perspectives on dynastic rule, reflecting broader debates on legitimacy and governance. Al-Hussein, son of Ali, led the opposition against the Umayyad dynasty following Muawiyah's death. His leadership was pivotal in the resistance, highlighting the deep-seated divisions within the Muslim community over rightful leadership. This opposition underscored the ongoing struggle for power and legitimacy in the early Islamic period. The attacks on Medina and Mecca during the Civil War were significant as these towns were central to early Islam. The expansion of Islam slowed due to internal conflicts between the Umayyads and their opposition. Despite leadership disagreements, the Muslims' success in expanding their empire was remarkable. The Umayyads ruled for nearly a century, with their empire stretching from Spain in the west to India in the east. They moved the capital from Mecca to Damascus for its central location, facilitating governance. This strategic shift highlights the rapid expansion and transformation of the Islamic Empire during their reign. The Umayyad Caliphate transformed the Islamic Empire by establishing Arabic as the official language, facilitating governance and unity. Roads with Arabic milestones connected major cities, underscoring the empire's vastness and reinforcing Arabic's prominence. This linguistic uniformity simplified administration, legal processes, and trade, fostering a cohesive identity across diverse regions. The Umayyads established Arabic milestones to emphasize Arabic as the empire's language, reinforcing unity. These markers, indicating distances to major cities, highlighted the empire's vastness and interconnectedness, promoting a shared identity among Arabic speakers and facilitating trade and governance across the expansive Islamic empire. The Shia believe Ali's family should have led after the civil war, while the Sunni support Muawiyah's lineage. The Umayyad dynasty was unique, passing the caliph title from father to son, unlike previous practices. This dynasty made Arabic the official language, constructed roads and architectural marvels, and ruled for nearly a century. Caliph Abd al-Malik constructed the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, a site significant to Muslims as the believed location of Muhammad's ascension during his night journey. The dome's design, blending various architectural styles, reflects the vastness and cultural diversity of the Islamic Empire, showcasing influences from numerous cultures within its realm. The Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba, completed in 984, showcases Islamic architecture's grandeur with its massive domes, pillars, and double arches. Its colorful interiors reflect the diverse influences within the Islamic Empire, similar to the Dome of the Rock. These elements highlight the empire's vast cultural integration and architectural innovation. Muawiyah's appointment of his son Yazid as caliph was unusual, breaking tradition as the caliphate typically didn't pass from father to son. In 680, Shiite Muslims mourned the tragic killing of al-Hussein by Yazid's army. The early Umayyad dynasty saw halted expansion due to internal conflicts among Muslims. When crafting historical fiction, consider narration style. First person offers a personal perspective, while third person provides an external view. Choose verbs that vividly depict actions. Instead of said, use shouted or whispered. This enriches storytelling, making characters' voices distinct and engaging. Encourage students to explore these techniques on Activity Page 21.3. Consider how characters' unique voices shape dialogue. A grumpy grandfather might grumble, "Another cup, same as always." A shy Bedouin child might whisper, "May I have some tea, please?" Meanwhile, a busy caravan leader could briskly demand, "Quick, a cup of tea, I'm in a hurry." Encourage students to draft their historical fiction stories independently using Activity Page 21.4. Remind them that completion isn't necessary within the session. They can continue at home. Allow volunteers to share a paragraph, emphasizing sharing etiquette. Support students with graphic organizers or peer editors as needed to enhance their writing process.